Japan, Part 44. Since the mid-1950s, only two Prime Minister, Miki and Tanaka, were not former bureaucrats. They rose to the power under special circumstances, and the experience of the Liberal Democratic Party under their leadership makes it likely that the Prime Minister in the near future will be an ex-bureaucrat. Whether he is a pure politician or an ex-bureaucrat, the promising faction leader must serve a minimum of several months, but usually longer in that at last half a dozen key positions. Before he may be considered for the prime ministership. These positions include Secretary General of the Liberal Democratic. These positions include Secretary General of the Liberal Democratic Party, Minister of the top ministries, Finance, Ministry of International Trade and Industry, Foreign Affairs, Economic Planning Agency, and perhaps some other ministries. As Secretary General of the party, he acquires experience in money raising and party affairs. As a minister, he does not direct the administrative vice minister, but he must be aware of the major policy lines within the ministry. And he must work closely both with senior men of the ministry and with party leaders in the affairs related to the ministry. As minister, he must be sufficiently familiar with the ministry affairs to make policy addresses and answer questions in public on important issues and confronting the ministry. While serving their positions and aspiring good prime ministers, he also gains experience and looking after the interests of the faction members. With faction leader already rotated through these positions, is selected to become permitted to become prime minister depends. And that's how it moves all along with it. While serving in these positions, the aspiring prime minister also gains experience directing his faction, looking after the interests of the faction members. Which faction leader already rotated through these positions is selected to become prime minister depends on seniority and capacity to work with the top leaders, as well as the political timing and public popularity. The final selection of the prime minister is de facto made by certain elders. The final selection of the prime minister is de facto made by the certain elder statesmen in the party, but their choice is narrowly circumscribed by these political considerations. In the past 20 years, one compromise candidate has been elected, Prime Minister Miki. There had been a draw between two leading nominees, and the party was quick to make the decision there. And the party selected Miki as the third choice. Yet even he had served in each of the various positions considered to be prerequisites to his high office.